on, everybody? Welcome back today, guys, to the channel. Gran Turismo 7 here back on the PlayStation 5, and I figure we keep the discussion rolling. Yesterday, we talked a lot about update 1.08. You guys stressed heavily in the comment section your frustration from these recent changes. We had a lot of people, a lot of comments, a lot of activity. We had Neckray. He goes, I believe microtransactions on this scale is only warranted if the game was free, which it isn't. This is insane, man. I definitely agree. And I mean, even things people were pointing out. We had Andrew S. and he goes, I think the funniest thing about this whole thing is them wanting to keep the cars at real world prices, yet nitrous is $100,000 in game. Very interesting stuff, the route that Gran Turismo 7 has went down. Now, I didn't really want to talk about that for today. I just wanted to touch base on the previous episodes. If you guys missed this morning's episode as well too, we drifted around one of the legendary cars. We finally picked one up. It was actually at a decent price, thankfully. And we took it online. We were met by some people that wanted to go backwards on the track, and the hosts do not have the power to kick people out. We're going to have to talk a lot about that a little bit later, because there is definitely some needed patchwork that is still necessary for this game to thrive, I feel like. But today I wanted to talk about the actual single-player game, the career mode, if you will. And I really didn't expect it to end as soon as it did. I haven't been playing this game, you know, non-stop every single day, hour after hour. You know, I picked it up, I did a couple menus every other day. You know, I also was doing my, my builds, my online stuff. And I really didn't, play too much of it. Obviously, I did put some hours in where I was sitting there playing some races, but I really didn't find myself grinding until the very end of it, when I needed to do the World GT Series, which was 5 races. Each race had about 5 to 7 laps, depending on where you were racing. But that was really the only time where the game really felt like a grind. So I definitely feel like they could have extended those menu books a lot. You know, we could have started to wrap around to the tracks again with different vehicles, maybe different restrictions, maybe have a turbo supercharger that we need to fit, maybe run with different tires, nitrous bottles. I think there was so many things that we could have had incorporated into the menus to have us keep playing and earning money. Now, obviously, that is the end goal. We found that out yesterday when we were going through the patch notes. The GT devs have been hard at work, I'm assuming, adding in more menus for us to play so we don't have to grind the game. That is one of the biggest things that they do not want to see, is us having to, kind of stressing to get money. So I'm really hoping that they open up some new events for us soon, because at the moment I have $2.3 million. I have enough money, but I can't go on a spending spree because I don't know when I'm going to get money back, right? Obviously, we have missions still to do. We have the circuit experience. We also have our license testing as well too. So there's lots of money to be made on this game, but the core making of the money is no longer there. We don't get those, massive $50,000 payouts for the career races. Now, mind you, you can go through on your own and run the single player races, but at the end of the day, who wants to run single player races? Not a lot of people. Maybe there's a few people that want to, test and tune their cars, play by themselves, and that's okay. But what they've done now is they have forced us to almost open our wallets, because the grind is twice as long what it originally was, and it really doesn't feel right. We had one here from It's 5, and he goes, it's sad seeing GT going down the microtransaction path as hard as they are. Having the option to buy credits is cool, but cutting the rewards by races by more than half on some of these just to push people to buy credits isn't right. Really hoping they listen to the community and switch things around. We had another one here from AMAC1825, and he goes, this game has so much potential. I just hope the devs make the right choice, unlike so many other potentially great games. And it really does come down to what they're going to do next, and I really hope it's something fast. I think there's a lot of people that are on that edge right now where they're about to either pick this game up or not, and the surrounding controversy with the money making, with the credit card, the microtransactions, people are very close to saying I'm done with it. I've seen comments already in there saying that I don't want to play this game anymore. I'm kind of tired of it. The way that they're treating everybody as a community. Now, obviously, you got to take into consideration the length of this game. This is, going to be a game that's going to be out for, 5 years or so. So obviously, we want to think long term. We were told that on the 1.8 patch notes to think of a long-term basis, which is great. I just hope that we see some growth on this game very soon, because it will die out very soon, considering it had such a strong launch. And we've only played the game now for 2.5 weeks, and we've completed all the menus. I went to the full World GT Series menu number 39, and it was weird how the game completed itself on menu 39. It kind of felt like there was so much more to do, and obviously it's going to happen, but why does it need to come as DLC? How come we couldn't go to menu 100 on the base game? It doesn't make sense why they cut the game off at menu 39 when there could have been so many other things to do. Now, mind you, the last World GT Series did pay out quite heavily with a nice $150,000 increase to my credits, which made my grand total to $2.33 million and the opportunity to pick one of 3 beautiful cars. Now, I wanted the Aventador, however, I went for the middle card as usual, always do, and we got the Wyra. That's a $1.2 million car, so I was definitely happy that we picked that up. That was actually currently in the brand section as a special car to pick up, so we beat the system out there. I didn't have to, fund it with the credit card. We got it after we beat the World GT Series, so that was really cool to see that. But we got a heavy collector bonus as well too, $1350, which will push me all the way up to level 27 to complete the game. Obviously, we know it's the end of the game because it says it's the end of the game, right? It says it's the finale. So basically, we have completed Gran Turismo 7, not even a month after its release. Now, mind you, there's still lots left to do, like I said, but the main core of the game, why people play Gran Turismo to make the money, we no longer can make the money. And I've been told even online payouts are terrible. So I'm not too sure what's going on behind the scenes, but we did have someone here by the name of Divine Doused last episode, and he commented saying this looks like a hard struggle between Sony and Kaz himself, kind of wanting to do the things that he wanted the game to be, but right, obviously the machine, the company just, isn't allowing that to happen. He also said that the payouts on daily races are even more pathetic than the single player races, which is actually very disturbing to hear considering how much more effort you need to put into these daily races to compete with other people around the world. So I feel like we should have quite the payout for these daily races, which is a little bit sad to hear about that, considering I'm about to do that this week and put some time into the dailies. Now, you got to remember at the end of the day, this is a driving simulator. The whole point of this game is to drive and have fun. So hopefully we start having a little bit more fun in that aspect. Now, like I said, we beat the game. We had the full trophy pop up for us saying it's the finale, which I thought was a little bit premature considering we haven't finished everything, but I guess that was just for the cafe menus, if you will. But we got the trophy, we got all that. But the biggest thing though that we got from completing the game, and I didn't even know this was actually a thing because I did my daily roulette spins the other day and I'm like, oh wow, I got the 5-star ticket. Bam, we can get a 6-star ticket, which I acquired for beating the game. So yeah, this is going to be spun tomorrow. Make sure you guys come on back. We're going to do a nice little 6-star roulette drift build here, and we're going to see what we pull out of this thing. Hopefully it's another stack of gold bars. I can buy whatever car I want, drift the heck out of it, and have some fun on the wheel. But after that, it basically concluded a massive kind of outro cutscene where everybody from the game that you spoke to gives you a massive congratulations and butters you right up for the road ahead on Gran Turismo 7, right? So it was cool to see everybody come back. It got a little bit repetitive after everybody just kept rolling in saying, hey Slap, congratulations, right? Nice driving, nice to see you again, right? So yeah, I think they definitely could have put a little bit more effort into this part of it. And like I said, it feels weird. It feels like it just got cut off. The game was just like, you know what? That's it. 39 menus done. We're going to have, DLC rollout 2 months later kind of thing. Hopefully it's not that long. Hoping for a car pack soon as well too. Would love to know what GT7's plans are. Obviously they want to tell us. It seems like there's a massive spider web of things to go through though, and obviously the last update did not help. Them changing all the microtransactions did not help their cause whatsoever. And we had a comment here actually from Slabjack, and he goes, wow, I love how they are making this game just like real life. Why should I be able to buy a car in a video game that I can't get in real life? So immersive. Thank you, GT7. And it really does come down to that. I mean, the cars are unobtainable at this point unless you get them in a spin. Nobody is going to do the grind time. Nobody wants to do the grind time, especially after GT has basically punished us for doing that exact grind. And it's a weird thing to see a game. I mean, like I said this before, they came out as hard as they can do on those first 2 weeks, and it just absolutely has flopped on a community satisfaction level, if you will. The game is great. Community satisfaction, all-time low, right? Which is a very weird thing for Gran Turismo players. I will be completely honest. I don't think I've ever seen the amount of negative comments on social media, on YouTube videos about a Gran Turismo game before, and hopefully things do get better. They did treat us with a nice little skyscape at the very end of the game, which I thought was pretty cool. Big thank you, GT7. The game is complete. What do I do now, right? I'm just kidding, man. I know what I'm doing. We're going to be doing some daily races, getting into the online grind as well, too, getting some cars tuned up. And now the fact that the career mode is over, you know, maybe we'll look back at this and, you know, once they give us the updates and be like, wow, this was a nice little, you know, time to just relax before the next season of menus come out. If they, you know, plan on doing that and roll out another 40 menus for us, I think that'll be pretty cool. So, is it going to happen? I don't know. It seems like it's a strong thing in the game. If you look in the top left of your corner, you know, the menu books are always there. So it seems like it might be a thing to come out, give us some more cash, hopefully fast, right? Huge thanks for watching today. Let me know your thoughts down below. See you guys back here tomorrow on the channel for a 6-star roulette drift build. I'm out. Peace.